Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tableau with Gaurav, and today we are going to learn very interesting topic and very important topic that is not only important for Tableau but also important for any data analyst field. So basically dimension are nothing just a categorical data like country, city, all the value that contain text. Okay, and on the other side measure is a numerical value like sales, profit, age, anything that is numerical that comes under measure. So basically dimension is a text and measure is a number. So second question comes in our mind, what about the date? What is date? So date basically dimension, but sometimes it's behave like a measure. Like if you're taking difference between dates, so you're having a number like 4 days, 15 days, or 1 month, 2 months. So it behaving like a measure sometimes. So in any database we have a text data and we have a numerical data. So this numerical data known as measure or fact, and this new text data like category, subcategory, or any other text data that we call dimension or categorical data or field. Let's understand in Tableau itself. So let me show you that these blues are dimension, and these green are measure. Okay, so let's take some segment. Okay, then put cells. Okay, so we have a cells. So this is blue pill and this is green pill. Blue pill, these are dimension, and you can see this is a numerical value, this is a measure. Okay, so we have a beautiful bar chart that is showing segment by sales. So we have the highest share in the consumer segment. Let's take one more example. Now take order date. Okay, now I'll show you sales, again sales. Okay, so we have a year but we want in month. Okay, so we have January, February, March data, but I'm changing this to month, year. Okay, now we have a beautiful chart that is trend line, but that is showing timeline for the sales. But one thing you have noticed, I think, that we have a discrete dimension and this is a continuous dimension. Okay, so now you will think about what is these two things. So don't worry, I'll show you both the things, and even you can see that if I'm changing this to discrete month, so you have blue pill. Okay, now I'll explain everything. So let's understand what is discrete and what is continuous. So basically in mathematics terms, discrete is a definite integer numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and discrete can't be in fraction like 1.2, 2.4, something like that. For example, cars, men, homes, we can only count them. So this is discrete categories. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, these are discrete numbers. Discrete numbers can't change with the time. You cannot divide discrete number, like you cannot divide a car in further numbers. You cannot have a half car. You have a finite discrete number, like in the between 1 to 5 you have only 5 discrete numbers. On the other hand, when we talk about continuous field, so continuous field normally in the range like 1 to 5 you have 1.2, 1.3, 4.2. Generally heights, sales, profit, that values are in range like 1000 to 2000, and it can be 1000.50, 1.5. Your height can be 5 foot 6 inch, and you cannot count this continuous data. You only measure it. Like if you want to measure the height, you have a measurement instrument for that purpose. Generally, continuous data change by the time, like sales change by the time, profit change by the time, even height also changes by as per the time. You cannot count the time, you can measure the time. Let's come to Tableau, and in Tableau we have discrete field in blue color and continuous field in green color. uh, Discrete field meaning we have separate entities, like if you are taking segment, we have different segment, individually segment. And if you are taking a continuous field, it will show in green color and it will show in axis. Okay, discrete field change the granularity in the Tableau. Continuous field doesn't change the granularity, and discrete field can have a hierarchy, and continuous field cannot have a hierarchy. You can sort it the data as per the discrete field, and you cannot sort the data as per the continuous field. Can filter individual elements, because we have category, so you can filter one of the category. But if you are taking continuous field, you can filter in the range only. I will show you everything. Okay, let's come on the Tableau desktop software itself. Okay, as per the, so this is a blue pill. Okay, so this is discrete dimension, and this is a measure, continuous measure, you can see in green. So like you can see this, so dimension comes as a separate individual entities. You can filter it out. Okay, let me show you, like single thing if you want to, so you can filter it out. Okay, if you want to filter the continuous measure, it will come in a range. Okay, let me show you all values. It will come in a range. Okay, you can see you can filter in a range. Continuous field come in a axis because it comes in a range. Okay, you can change the continuous field to discrete. Okay, now it will also come as a, let's take one more example for the date. Okay, let's take firstly monthly graph. Okay, you can see we have both the field in a continuous measure, continuous, and the date is also in a continuous manner. So you can see we have 2009, January, February, March in a continuous manner, in a continuous range. We have a date. You can see if both the fields are in a continuous manner, then it will show as a range, it will show as a axis. So if you try to filter out some dates, so you cannot filter a single date, you have to do it in a range. But it is for the date, it is showing, if you selecting this one, you have a range. But as the dual nature of the date, it will also show the discrete value, like year. You're taking year, then you have years. Now let's change this date to first here, continuous to discrete. Now we have individual date, rather than a range, we have an individual date. One more thing I want to tell you, like in order to create a graph, we need at least one axis. So in this graph we have this axis, and in order to get an axis we need a continuous field. So SumOfCell, we have a continuous field. Even we can have two continuous field. So we can have two continuous field, and in Tableau then we have a beautiful graph.